Good afternoon from a very busy Marienplatz here in the middle of Munich, Germany. I'm on my way to Austria to see Iron Maiden play in Wiener Neustadt tomorrow night, but I've stopped off in Munich because A, it's great, and B, because the flights are really cheap. I had planned on going out to see the Arabella Hotel where Iron Maiden recorded Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Specifically, they recorded it in Musicland Studios, which was located in the basement of the hotel. But Lufthansa had other ideas, and after a flight delay, my afternoon in Munich has been cut short a bit. But that's okay, we're going to find something else to do. Let's go for a walk and see what Munich has to offer. Let's go. What's Munich famous for? What does one do with a few hours in Munich? I've come here to the Hofbrauhaus, which is probably the most famous beer hall in all of Munich. It's really cool, it's right in the middle of town. It's always insane, especially on a Saturday afternoon. It's really busy, there's a band playing Schlager music. But I've got in, I've got a seat, I've got a beer. So in Ireland we say Sláinte, aber in München sagt man Prost. Cheers. Of course, Munich isn't just famous for beer. You know, there are some other things it's well known for. And that brings to an end my shortest ever trip to Munich. I think I was here for like an hour or something, but at least I got to have a beer and see some things. Okay, let's go to Vienna. Welcome to Vienna, the beautiful capital city of Austria, and a city that I called home for 4 years. Probably one of my favorite places in the world. So unfortunately, Maiden aren't playing Vienna on this occasion. They're playing a city called Wiener Neustadt, which is around 25 minutes south of Vienna. So we're going to hop on a train and go down to Wiener Neustadt. See you there. Actually, you know what? Vienna's too nice to come here and not show you some of the main landmarks. So we'll have a look at those before we go to Wiener Neustadt. Here goes. Okay, and now we can go to Wiener Neustadt. See you there. Hey, so we made it down to Wiener Neustadt to see Iron Maiden. Although standing here in the beautiful Hauptplatz in Wiener Neustadt, you wouldn't know there was anything going on tonight. It's pretty quiet, although Austria does kind of shut down on a Sunday. Little known fact, back in like 2012, 2013, I studied in Wiener Neustadt unsuccessfully. I was probably the worst student they had ever encountered. I used to fail everything. It was awful. But I made lots of friends from all over the place, from Austria, Germany, Hungary, Ukraine, Russia, and that kind of thing. And I never thought when I was sitting in accountancy classes, bored off my head, that one day I'd be seeing Iron Maiden here. But that's how it is. So we're going to get down to the gig, and I'm sure it's going to be a good one. Hey, so it's the day after the show. I'm back in Vienna. I'm not actually sitting in a library. I'm sitting in an Irish pub. I'm in Flanagan's, which is in the middle of Vienna, and this is where I used to work when I lived here. And it's basically my home away from home. I come here every time I'm in Vienna, all the time. Go to Austrian places too, but I love Flanagan's. So the show last night was fantastic, probably the best one I've seen on this tour. The band went on stage at 9 o'clock, so a bit later than usual, and as a result it got dark early in the show, which was perfect for the light show. The crowd was fantastic. The new songs were received really, really well, especially Writing on the Wall. Everyone was singing every word. And overall, just a really fantastic show. Great. Then it got even better today. I went out for a walk this afternoon, and I was walking through a park in Vienna, and who did I spot but Yannick Gers. So I haven't seen Yannick in a few years, and I went up to him and said, "Hey Yannick, I'm not sure if you remember me." And he was like, "Rory, of course I do." And he brought up this story about when we were in Munich years ago. We were in an Irish pub, came out of it was lashing rain, and Yannick said, "Okay, we're getting a taxi, where are you staying?" And I was staying in a hostel by the train station, he was staying in a slightly fancier hotel, and we shared a taxi back to the train station, and he paid for it. And it's probably my favourite Iron Maiden story from my history, that I shared a taxi with the guitarist of Iron Maiden. So we chatted for a good while. He signed my Cork flag, which was awesome. We took a photograph together, and yeah, I'm just buzzing now after that. So yeah, that was Vienna. That was Wiener Neustadt actually, and a bit of Munich thrown in. And the next stop is Sofia, Bulgaria. All right, see you on the road.